They just added 300,000 converts in a year. How and why? That's more people than the size of some entire cities. Welcome to a phenomenon in religious growth that many analysts didn't see coming. In 2024, the LDS Church recorded 308,682 convert baptisms, the highest number in nearly 30 years. From 2023 to 2024, their number of full-time missionaries rose from about 7,800 to 7,100. And here's what's shocking. Every region of the world saw at least a 20% growth in convert baptisms in early 2025 compared to 2024. So here's the real question. How did the LDS Church grow so fast, again, and what changed? Before we dive in, if you like deep dives into religious history, faith trends, and surprising statistics, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll also ask a few questions along the way. Make sure to drop your answers in the comments, because your insight might shape the next video. Let's begin. To understand how the LDS Church got so big, we have to look at the long arc of its growth. Founded in 1830 by Joseph Smith in upstate New York, reached 1 million members by 1947. For decades, growth came from missionary work, migration to Utah, and high birth rates. Growth slowed in recent years, especially in Western nations affected by secularization. But in 2024, things shifted dramatically. 308,682 converts, 22.6% increase from 2023. 17.5 million total members as of December 2024. 450 missions active worldwide. So, what's behind this new wave of success? What changed, and can it last? That's what we'll uncover step by step. Every major world region, North America, Latin America, Africa, Asia, and the Pacific, reported at least 20% more converts in early 2025 than in 2024. Historically, Latin America has been a powerhouse. Mexico, Brazil, and Peru lead in raw numbers. Africa continues to rise fast. Malawi, Ghana, and Nigeria are seeing steady growth. The Philippines remains a major Asian hub with over 800,000 members. A large share of the 2024-2025 surge came from countries where the LDS presence was small but expanding. This means the biggest growth came not from established bases, but from emerging nations. Nearly 40,000 converts were people who had already been taught by missionaries before, a sign of renewed or rekindled interest, not just first-time contact. Where do you think most of these new converts come from? Latin America, Africa, or Asia? Drop your answer in the comments right now. The LDS Church doesn't release detailed country-by-country data. Also, over 145,000 records were removed in 2024 due to death or resignation, showing both growth and turnover. 36 new missions added in 2024, one of the largest yearly jumps in church history. Full-time teaching missionaries grew to 74,127. Total missionaries, including senior and service, hit 109,439. More missionaries, thus greater reach. Leaders emphasized a return to the doctrine of Christ and missionary purpose. Elder Quentin L. Cook stated that every church activity is being aligned with missionary objectives. Members are urged to invite friends to sacrament meetings, where early attendance drastically improves baptism likelihood. Missionaries now use social media, online advertising, and data-driven outreach to find receptive individuals. This hybrid of traditional and digital evangelism has opened doors in previously unreachable areas. Tens of thousands of recent baptisms came from people previously contacted, showing persistence and follow-up rather than one-time efforts. Missionary work is increasingly customized to local culture, adapting language, customs, and social realities. In Africa, humanitarian and community programs strengthen trust. In Latin America, focus on family networks and personal referrals. In Asia, building credibility through local converts and education programs. New converts are immediately connected to community life, receiving callings and support to stay active. Baptisms per missionary jumped from 3.71 to 416 in 2024, the highest since 2012. That means not just more missionaries, but more effective ones. Which of these do you think made the biggest difference? Digital outreach, local adaptation, or better retention? Comment below. I'll feature top insights in the next video. Even with record numbers, the LDS Church faces serious challenges. Sustaining faith over the long term is difficult. Many converts drift away within a few years if integration fails. Roughly 145,912 records were removed in 2024, showing growth mixed with loss. New members need new congregations, leaders, and temples. Growth often outpaces the ability to build physical and administrative structures. Missionary activity is restricted or controversial in some nations. In secular Western countries, conversion interest is much lower. Where LDS presence is already high, growth slows, a natural diffusion limit. The Church rarely releases granular retention data, leaving independent researchers to estimate. Is the 2024-2025 surge a new long-term pattern, or just a one-year spike? Time will tell. So how did the LDS Church get so big, especially in 2025? It's a mix of more missionaries and missions, renewed spiritual focus, digital tools, localized outreach, and persistent follow-up. But sustaining that growth requires keeping converts engaged for years, not just months. What to watch next? Retention and long-term engagement. Regional breakout nations, Africa, Asia, Latin America. Efficiency of missionary work. Institutional scaling and resources. This wave of growth may signal a new model of global religious expansion, one that blends ancient faith with modern strategy. If you learned something new, like this video, it helps others discover it. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Future videos will explore how faith movements evolve in our modern age. And now it's your turn. Which region do you think will lead LDS growth by 2030? Do you think these strategies could work for other Christian denominations? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read everyone and might feature you next time. Also, share this video with a friend curious about religion, faith, or church history. Thank you for watching and joining this exploration of how the LDS Church grew faster than anyone expected. Remember, studying faith growth isn't about one religion. It's about understanding how belief and community adapt across time. Stay curious, stay respectful, and keep asking the big questions. See you in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe before you go.